In this video, we will learn all about the fault, P0735. What does it mean? Symptoms, causes, and how to solve it. We also respond frequent questions related to this error. First, what does error code P0735 mean? Error code P0735 refers to a problem with fifth gear in an automatic transmission. Specifically, the code indicates a discrepancy between engine speed and the expected gear ratio when attempting to engage fifth gear. This means that the transmission control module, TCM, has detected that the gear ratio does not match the specified parameters when the vehicle should be in fifth gear. Code P0735 generally points to an internal problem in the transmission or a failure in the electronic components that control gear shifting. What are the symptoms of fault P0735? Difficulty or inability to shift into fifth gear. Erratic or jerky transmission shifts. Loss of power during acceleration, especially at higher speeds. Higher than normal engine revolutions, RPM, when attempting to shift into fifth gear. Vibrations or jerks during gear shifting. Limp mode activated, limiting vehicle capabilities. Wait. Important. If this information is useful to you, please subscribe. That way you motivate us to continue uploading more videos. What causes can generate DDC code P0735? Internal transmission problems, such as a worn clutch or faulty transmission belts. Failure of the transmission solenoid that controls fifth gear. Low transmission fluid level or contaminated fluid. Faulty wiring or poor electrical connections in the transmission control system. Transmission control module, TCM, failure. Worn or damaged fifth gear gears. What are the possible solutions for OBD2 code P0735? Replacement or repair of the transmission control solenoid that affects fifth gear. Internal transmission repair, which may include replacing worn clutches or belts. Changing the transmission fluid and repairing any leaks that may be present. Repair of the wiring or electrical connections connecting the TCM to the transmission solenoids. Reprogramming or replacement of the transmission control module, TCM. Inspection and repair of the fifth gear gears in case of wear or damage. We will answer some frequently asked questions. Can a vehicle with a P0735 error code be driven? It is possible to drive a vehicle with the P0735 error code, but it is not recommended. Driving with this code can affect the vehicle's overall performance, especially when it comes to shifting into fifth gear. The transmission may not operate properly, which could lead to harsh shifting, loss of power, or even limit the vehicle's top speed if it enters limp mode. This can pose a risk in demanding driving conditions, such as highways or steep hills. This problem must be resolved as soon as possible to prevent further damage to the transmission. Which sensors are related to the P0735 fault? The transmission input speed sensor and output speed sensor are the main components linked to the P0735 fault. These sensors provide key information to the transmission control module to properly manage gear shifts. If either of these sensors is malfunctioning, the TCM will be unable to properly calculate gear ratios, which could generate the P0735 code. How much would it cost to repair the P0735 fault? The cost of repairing the P0735 code can vary considerably depending on the cause of the problem. A simple solenoid replacement can cost between $200 and $400, depending on the vehicle model and labor costs. If the problem is related to an internal transmission failure, such as a worn clutch or gear, costs can rise to over $1,000, as it will require a partial or complete transmission rebuild. Changing the transmission fluid and repairing any minor leaks could cost between $150 and $250. Without further ado, I hope this video has been useful to you and you can solve your problem. See you in a next video. Bye-bye.